Hello, beautiful yogis. Namaste. Good to have everybody here. Welcome. My name is Andre Louis, and welcome to Free to Flow Wild. So we've been continuing this series for a few episodes now. We're going to continue on the theme from the previous session. A lot of hip movement, looking at the way our hips open and close. So creating open hips, creating compression inward in terms of how we squeeze our legs together for stability and control. And we're just going to play with that. So as I've alluded to in previous sessions, the Free to Flow Wild is very much an opportunity to find self-expression, a little bit of self-exploration. So don't be tied down too much to what I tell you. Kind of take it as a guideline and see if in the peripheral there's a little bit of space to play, to explore. Explore in terms of sensations in your body, and then to explore in terms of slight modifications that's unique to your body. Hi, Annette. All right. So firstly, I'd like you to ask to set up your mat so that you are square. So if you look at my long mat, you want to be facing the camera sideways, if that's possible. If it's not, within your little home practice station, that's totally fine. We are going to be moving sideways on the mat quite a lot. So if you need to make a quick adjustment, please go ahead and do that. I'll give you a minute to do so, or 30 seconds. And while you do that, while you get ready, if you are set up already, find a nice comfy seat, kneeling or seated, cross-legged, and allow your eyes to close. And with the methodology of this centering practice to start our asana, allow yourself a sense of lightness as you engage with self. And that's just a way of saying, don't be so serious in accepting what you find once you close your eyes. There's a lot happening on the inside, and a lot to be noticed, whether that's your physical body, whether that's the thoughts of your mind, whether that's your energy or your emotional state. And all those together, along with a few other things, make up what is our awareness, our consciousness. So take these first few moments of this lesson to sit as still as you can and take in all that your consciousness holds. Please do so with a sense of curiosity. Do so with a removal of judgment. And in general, find acceptance for what there is, whether the judgment wants to classify that as good or bad. Does not matter what it is. Sit with it and breathe. And the navigation of our internal landscape can be very challenging. So allow your breath to guide the way. Your breath is a guide. It's a guide through troubled waters, a guide through challenging times. And when we find ourselves challenged, generally in life or on our yoga mat, to draw back to the breath is a first step in finding control of self, no matter what the situation. Let's refine the breath. All together, very long and slow breath in through the nose for a four count. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Open your mouth side out. Exhale. Good. Close the mouth. 2 more of those for a 4 count. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fill up to the max. Hold it for a moment. Open your mouth side out. Feel free to make noise. Good. One final time. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. See if you can take in a little bit extra at the top. Now hold it. With an elongated exhale, open the mouth side out. Good work. close the mouth, breathe in and out through the nose, and now see if you can construct a long, rhythmic, and fluid breath cycle. Make your breath the primary focus. Set it at a length of approximately 4, maybe a 5 count. This remains true for the inhale as well as the exhale. Start to engage your diaphragm, your bandhas if you work with that, and allow the abdomen region to control how you breathe. Allowing the lungs to open and fill to capacity. Squeeze the air out of your lungs as you exhale, maintaining a steady flow of air, a steady velocity. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Good. Arms sweep up to the sky. Inhale, hands above the head, meet the palms. Exhale, hands draw down to heart center. Hands in Anjali Mudra. Connect the thumbs to your chest, to your sternum, to your heart space. And allow the truth that resonates from inside your heart to move to the front. Perhaps that allows you to find an intention. An intention is simply something you want to send mental energy towards, something that you want to sustain or invite into reality. Allow the forehead to bow down with some gratitude toward oneself. And once you're ready, allow the arms to rest down to the sides. Open the eyes. And facing the side of your mat, move yourself towards a malasana position. So a goddess squat. This is a really strong posture to start the lesson. That's okay. Once you're in it, immediately focus in on your breath. So if you struggle with this posture, if you have tight hips, this is going to be grueling already. Please make sure that your heels are flat. If they're like this, take your feet wider and keep your hips higher. This is also a version of your malasana. However, if you have more mobility in the hips, try and get a little bit lower. Now, wherever you are, whether you've got easy hips or tight hips, lift your hips just a little to fire up the outer line of your hips. Elbows inside the thighs, lift up through the heart, open your collarbones. Close the eyes, 5 breaths. We're stepping right into the center of the fire, deep into the heat to start, so we can fire up our breath. Turn up your breath. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1 more. Stay for the inhale. Lift halfway. Turn your toes to face forward. Exhale. You're in a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Hold and breathe here. Fingertips stay on the floor. Heel toe your feet wider till you find a side straddle starts. Toes are angled in slightly. Pressure through the outer blades of your feet. Make sure there's a micro bend to your knees. Get lighter in your fingers through an engagement of your core. Lengthen your spine. Inhale. My collarbones reach forward. Exhale. Fold between the legs. Hold here. You've got 3 breaths in your forward fold. So already moving deeply into the outer line, not the psoas line, the SI line of your legs. Excuse me. Apply pressure into the outer line of your feet and then bring the weight of your body forward into the toes. Now allow the breath to help you move deeper into the posture. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, active fold. Engage your core, pull your belly in, allow yourself to fold deeply to seek sensation through the outer lines of your legs, through the back line of your legs. 1 more breath cycle. Keep the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift halfway. To your right, low lunge. So move towards the right top of your mat as your mat is placed. You're now in a low lunge position with your right foot forward. Good. Put your left knee down. Keep your left toes tucked. Rise up. Inhale, crescent moon. Take the torso and arms to sky. Keep your back toes tucked. That's going to help us set up for transition later on. And now focus on pulling your belly in. That's going to deepen the posture for you and take your hips deeper forward. You want to seek sensation in the front here. The more you activate the core, the more it will intensify that. Breathe in. Exhale, vertical right open up to the side. Right arm reaches back, left arm reaches forward. Bring your left hand outside your right thigh and use that to help you deepen your twist. Reach the right hand behind you and keep the left leg as is, or if you like, bend your left knee and try and touch your heel with your right hand. It's not a grab of the foot, it's simply a push of the heel into the hand. This helps you to fire up your hamstring. You've got 3 breaths here. If that's not in your practice, just stay in the twist, work it deeper from the core. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath cycle. If your left foot is lifted, place it back down. Square to the front. Inhale, crescent moon, reach up to sky. Exhale, half splits. Keep your right foot and your left knee where it is. Place your hands to the mat beside your right foot. Pull your hips backwards to straighten your right leg. Fold your heart towards your right knee or shin. Note that my right foot becomes active and flexes back to the shin. Make sure there's a micro bend to the knee so it doesn't lock out, to allow activation of the muscles around. Breathe here. Now the intention is to create more activation and stability through the legs so we can start to take the weight out of the hands. Maybe play a little, see if you can lift the fingers just off the floor. If it's in practice, you can take the flying variation here with the arms that sweep behind you just like wings. Relax your neck. Single breath cycle left. Hips forward, right foot flat, arms up. Inhale, crescent moon. Take your hips forward, flatten your right foot, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Step your left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift top of the mat. Feet are together. Exhale to fold. Weight to heels, rise up. Inhale, high mountain. Stand upright. Sweep your arms above your head, palms meet. Exhale, forward fold. Fold over your legs. Inhale, lift halfway with your left leg. Exhale, big step back, low lunge. Keep your left knee lifted. Place your hands down on the mat. Hands are flat. Press into your hands. Opportunity here to activate your core more. Pull the belly in to lift your hips higher. Be high up on your left toes. And see if you can start to lift your right foot off the mat. 3-legged dog. Inhale. Right leg extends back. Stay here. Open the hip up. So notice first, when you move into your 3-legged dog, hips are square or square-ish. Turn the right hip on top of the left. Make it an active rotation of the right hip, open towards the side, and then open towards the sky. Once you've found the maximum openness, bend your right knee, squeeze the heel to the bum. Try and keep even weight distribution through your hands. Relax your neck. You've got 3 breaths. 2. 1 more inhale. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Keep the hips high, keep the right hip open, touch the right knee to the elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog, right leg extends. Exhale, step between the hands, low lunge. Make the fingers light. Now we activate from the ground up. Get high up on the left toes. Lift the left heel. Straighten the left leg. And on the line of your leg, on the angle, engage the core to lengthen the spine on that same angle. Breathe in. Exhale, pyramid pose. Keep your feet as they are. Straighten both your legs. Hands can go to the floor for support, just onto fingertips. Straighten your right leg. Left heel stays lifted. And now pull your legs in opposite directions like the blades of a scissor. Then fold your heart towards your right knee. And you have the option to play with a flex of your right foot. Got a few breaths here. And just like the half splits, which is a similar posture just with your back knee down, you want to engage, activate, to take the weight out of your hands and torso. So over time, you can start to play with maybe even lifting the fingertips off the floor. Relax the neck. One more breath cycle. Stay here, breathe in, lift your torso slightly. Exhale, low lunge. Move your hands a little bit forward of your right foot. It's probably just off your mat. Breathe in, lift your heart slightly. Exhale, Shiva's squat. Step forward to bring your left knee behind the right. It's a little curtsy position. Squeeze the left knee into the right. Left foot stays off the floor. Flatten your hands. And a light version, a 50% version, standing split. Inhale, left leg to sky. So don't overbear the weight on the hamstring just yet. Overload rather. 50% lift. And make your left foot active. So see how much you can lengthen the leg out of your hip joint. Stay for one more inhale. Exhale, big step back, low lunge. Lift the heart, inhale. To your left, Prasarita, the side straddle forward fold. So where we started, facing the side of your mat. So just to check in with you guys again, this posture is called Prasarita Paratonasana. I'm just going to call it Prasarita because it's far easier than saying side straddle forward fold. So remember that one. All right. One fold here. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale to fold. You've got the same 3 breaths here that we had before. Press into the outer blades of your feet. Bring the weight of your body into your toes. Relax your neck. Let the crown of your head move to the mat. Activate the front of your body, your core, your thighs, to fold a little deeper. Hands stay underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift halfway. Strong core, long spine. To your left, low lunge. So maybe this is the back of the mat for you, but you're in a low lunge with your left foot to face forward. Place your right knee down. Keep your right toes tucked. Arms rise up. Inhale, crescent moon. Rise to sky. Again, activation of core, Uddiyana Bandha. Maybe draw out of the lunge slightly, pull the belly in. Take the hips forward. Will have more of an effect on the front line of your right hip and thigh. Few more breaths here. Relax the shoulders, active hands. Inhale. Exhale, vertical left. Left arm reaches back, right arm reaches forward. Bring the right hand outside the right thigh. That helps you to deepen the twist, which will move into the front of the right hip, the psoas, the hip flexor a little bit. And if you did so the other side, take the bent knee option, otherwise stay as you are. Right knee bends, and the heel of the foot and the heel of the palm push together. They squeeze into one another to fire up the hamstring of the right leg. You've got 3. Keep your heart lifted. Try not to collapse over your right leg. 2. One more breath cycle. If the foot is lifted, place the right foot back down. Square to the front of your mat. Inhale, crescent moon, reach up. Exhale, half splits. Hands down to the mat. Straighten the left leg. Pull the hips towards the back. Fold the heart towards the left knee. Left foot is flexed back towards your shin. Back hips are lifted off your back heel. Try and get some form of squareness in the hips. Facilitate that by pulling your left hip backwards. Fold the heart towards the left knee. Focus on activation through the legs. That means push your right knee into the mat. Pull your left heel into the mat. That's going to help you take the weight out of your hands. If you took the wing variation the other side, please do so. You got 2 more breaths. Relax your neck. 1 more. Controlled movement into your lunge. Inhale, crescent moon. Hips lunge forward, arms reach up. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Right foot steps forward. Inhale, halfway lift top of the mat. Exhale to fold. Inhale, high mountain, rise up. Meet the hands above your head. Exhale, forward fold. Fold over the legs, belly draws in. Inhale, lift halfway, weight into your left foot. Exhale, big step back, low lunge. Hands to the mat, hands are flat. Press into the hands, engage the core. Lift the hips, try and lift the left foot. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Left leg extends, first hold. Notice the square hips. And then pay attention to the transition, the movement. Open your hip up. 3-legged dog, or peeing dog as some of my colleagues call it. Left hip is turned on top. So it's an active rotation of your left hip open towards the side and eventually towards the sky. Rotation happens from the abdomen through the hip and the leg, so your torso, your heart, stays square to the mat. Foot is active. Get all that length and reach. Exhale, bend the left knee, squeeze the heel to the bum. Breathe. 3 breaths here. 2. 1 more. Breathe in. Stay strong in your right foot. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Keep the hip open. Bring the hips forward. Touch the left knee to the left elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Left leg extends. Left foot stays active in movement. Exhale, step between your hands. Low lunge. Place the left foot flat. Toes point forward. Get high up on the right toes. Activate the strong right leg to draw the right hip forward and get somewhat square hips. Movement extends forward and upwards, 30 to 40 degrees. Engage the core, let the spine lengthen in the same fashion. Breathe in, open your collarbones. Exhale, pyramid pose to hold, 3 to 5 breaths. Both legs straighten, back heel stays lifted. That scissor action we spoke of on the other side. Left hip, left leg draws back. Right hip, right leg draws forwards. Get square hips, and then squeeze the legs together to give you control, to give the activation and the stability. And from that stability, you can eventually be able to lift your hands off the floor. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe 10 years from now. Doesn't matter when that is. It matters about bringing the concept, the knowledge into your mind, into your field of awareness. Stay here, breathe in. Exhale, low lunge. Make the fingers light. Breathe in to your right. Prasarita, exhale. Back where we started. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, go back to the left. My bad. You're back at the left foot to the front. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, Shiva squat. I knew I was a little bit quick there. Right knee behind the left knee. Squeeze together. Hands are a little bit in front of your left foot, maybe just off the mat. Get your hands flat now to bring weight in. So it's kind of a mini arm balance because you're setting your arms up as such. And now 50% version, standing split. Inhale. About 3 breaths. Don't want to overload the hamstring of the left leg, but we want to work hard with the foot, the right foot, to extend the right leg out of the hip joint. You got 2 more. 1 more inhale. Exhale with control. Big step back. Find your lunge. Lift your heart. Inhale. Now to your right. Prasarita. Exhale. Inhale, lift halfway. Hold and breathe here. Push through the outer blades of your feet. Really engage your core and pull your hip line backwards so that you can extend your spine forwards. Interlace your hands behind your back. If you need to put a bend to your knees, that's totally okay. Squeeze the hands and shoulder blades together. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Prasarita with a hand grip behind the back. Hands interlaced behind the back. Let your head hang heavy, crown of the head to the mat. Squeeze your hands and shoulder blades together. And reach your clasped fist to the wall in front of you or behind your back because you're in a forward fold. Breathe. Try and work the shoulder blades together so that you make your collarbones and heart more open. 2 more. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands, hands down to the floor. Inhale, lift halfway to your right. Low lunge. Exhale. Find your feet. Activate through the legs and core. Rise up. Inhale, high crescent lunge. You're in a high crescent lunge with your right foot forward. Make sure the left foot is active. Same mechanism as the low lunge. Draws the hip forward, gets the hip square. Squeeze the legs together to move the hips deeper into the lunge. Arms reach up to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale. Airplane lunge. Keep the feet on the floor. Bring the torso into a shape of an airplane. And this airplane lunge, so the airplane is getting ready to lift up. And then stay strong. I know this is strong on the hamstrings and the thigh. Keep everything as is. Activate your core even more. Extend the arms. Rocket lunge. Just 1 breath. Firm the core. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Hands slightly forward in front of the right foot. Standing split. Inhale. This time you can go to 80%. Kick the left leg up. Reach to the sky. Exhale, Shiva's squat. Left knee behind the right knee. And now, very slowly, take your time for this one. Rise to a single leg mountain. Left knee lifts up, rises to sky. Right foot is on the floor. Left knee is lifted. Good work, guys. That's a strong transition. A few more breaths here. Relax the shoulders. Activate the left foot. Breathe in. Dragon pose. Hands to prayer. Take your left knee behind the right. So it's kind of like the Shiva squat legs, but then put the toes of your left foot down. Toes of the left foot. Right foot is flat. And then find a prayer twist. Lean forward and twist to your right. Left elbow outside the right thigh. Make a fist with your left hand. Place your right hand on top. And make sure that the line of your arms is one line. Not bent. One line. Use that traction to twist your chest open. And you want to keep your heart lifted and get your hips lower. You've got 5. Breathe. It's strong on the outside of the right hip into the butt. 4. 3. 2. 1. Look down at the floor. Put your hands on the floor. Standing split. Inhale, left leg to sky. Exhale, big step back. Low lunge. Flatten your palms. 3-legged dog. Inhale. Right leg extends back. Open the hip up with a bent knee of the right leg. Peeing dog with a bent knee. Breathe in. Exhale. Right knee to left elbow. Hold here. Lift your hips higher. Straighten the right leg. Put the foot down off the mat. Reach your left arm up. Then turn your left foot flat, parallel to the back of the mat for fallen triangle. Rotate the hips open more. Open your heart. If you need to shuffle your right foot further away, that's fine. Got another 4. 3. 2. 1 more. Breathe in. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Right leg extends. Exhale, step between the hands. for warrior 2 feet. Turn your back foot flat. Just like in Prasarita, press into the outer blade of your left foot. Rise, warrior 2, inhale. Hold, 5 breaths. So the last 2 classes in the series, we focused a lot on that anchor point of your back foot. Firm grounding through the outer blade of your foot that extends activation up through the outside line of your leg. Get that going to move your hips deeper into the lunge. And you want to feel the rotation, similar to what we did in the 3-legged dog, the rotation of your back leg in the hip joint. Breathe, 2 more. 1 more. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten both your legs. Reach up and back. Continue to push into your left foot. Move your hips forward. And then lengthen up through the hand to lift the torso off the hip. Hips move forward. Arm and torso reaches up and back. So the hips are still moving forward in your posture. 1 more inhale. Exhale, Prasarita. Turn your right foot in. Fold over your legs. Good. Inhale, lift halfway to your left. Low lunge. Exhale. Left foot is forward. Right heel is lifted. Rise up. Inhale, high crescent lunge. High crescent lunge, left foot is forward. Few moments here. Make sure the right foot is active. So you can see here, I'm getting a little lazy, my heel's going down. Once I lift it up, you see the whole chain reaction through the entire leg and hip. And that can take you deeper into your lunge. Breathe in. Exhale, airplane lunge. Chest forward, arms sweep back. Get strong in your pose, core is active. Arms extend. Rocket lunge, inhale, just for 1 breath. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Slightly in front of the left foot. Standing split, inhale, 80% version. Shiva squat, exhale. Right knee behind the left. Find your balance. Press into your left foot. And on your own time. Inhale, single leg mountain. Right knee lifts up to balance on your left foot. Single leg mountain. Arms to sky, keep the foot active. Breathe in. Exhale, dragon pose. Hands to prayer. The right knee behind the left. Only the toes of the right foot go down. Left foot is flat. Fold over, twist to your left. Right hand to fist this time. Left hand over. Straight a line of the forearms to create leverage, to lift the heart, to twist open, and then sit your hips a little lower. Heart lifted, hips low. You've got 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Look down at the floor, hands down to the floor, standing split inhale, deep as you want now. Exhale, big step back, low lunge. Hands are flat. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Left leg extends. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Get there. Then lift the hips higher. Extend your left foot off the mat. Reach your right arm up. Turn your right foot flat. Breathe. Try and rotate the hips open to the sky. Open your heart. Reach to the right foot. You've got 5. 4. 3. 2. 1 more inhale. Exhale, right hand back to the mat. 3-legged dog. Inhale, left leg extends. Exhale, step between your hands. Warrior 2 feet. Take your time. Flatten the back foot. Press into the outer blade of that foot. Rise. Inhale, warrior 2. As you rise, rotate the right hip open. And it's kind of like a screwdriver action. You want to take the leg, push down, and rotate open. So it's like I'm turning my heel into the earth and open towards the back. That strong line, again, takes us deeper into our lunge. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Keep the solid anchor. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten both legs, reach up and back. Push into your right foot, take your hips further forward, and then lift up through the torso. First, get the legs going. Straighten, push into the right leg, move the hips forward, and then from there, take your lift of the torso and arm. 2 more. 1 more. Slightly tricky transition. Breathe in. Prasarita. Left toes need to turn in. I square off. Fold in between the legs. Breathe here. You got 5 breaths. This is our down dog for today, our Prasarita. If you haven't noticed, relax the neck. Breathe here. If you have a variation, go for it, but keep your feet on the floor, please. 2 more. 1 more. Hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, wiggle your feet till they're wider than hip width. Sit down into your goddess squat. So that nice little posture we started with. And you want to do the same thing. I'm at the moment hanging into my flexibility. Lift your hips a little to make it active. Option to stay here, or we're going to take a bind around the legs. Right arm, push your elbow into your shin, straighten the arm, place the hand down. So I'm tractioning into my leg. Left arm to sky. Inhale, open up. This is a beautiful place to stay. It works a lot of the areas, hips and heart. Stay here if you like. If you want to try something else, wrap the left arm around the lower back. That's the first point. Stay here, or wrap the right arm around the leg. And then you can stay here, or if you have in your practice, go for a birds of paradise, where you step the left foot closer, you find your balance, squeeze the leg as you rise. It's all about the compression of the arm bind to the leg, and then you need to find the balance of the left foot down. Hold here. Once you're here, lift the heart, push the hips forward, keep the right foot active. And if you fall out, you fall back in. Everybody has 5 more breaths. Wherever they are, breathe. And there's nothing wrong with being at the stage that suits your practice and your body. Variations, make your way back. Final breath cycle. We meet in our goddess squat, hands at prayer. Good work, guys. Opposite side. Left arm inside the shin, straighten the arm, put the hand down, creates traction, yeah? Right arm up, inhale. Breathe here. Beautiful place to stay, or right arm around the lower back, left arm around the shin, take the bind. This is a good place to stay if it's already feeling nice and tight, nice and challenging. Otherwise, right foot gets flat, left toes in. Find your balance. So it's almost like the Shiva squat, yeah? And then with control as you rise, keep your left foot active, heart lifted, hips move forward. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2. Variations, make your way back. 1. Meet with hands in prayer. Crow, Bakasana. If you know it, go for it. I'm going to break it down for you. So this is a great entry point into your crow. Hands down, hip width apart. At least 30 centimeters in front of you. Elbows are inside the thighs. Flatten the hands, fingers spread wide. Bend your elbows. Connect your knees to your upper arms. Notice my elbows are bent. All I do now is lift my hips. I'm just lifting my hips. Then keep your elbows bent and bring your weight forward. So move onto your toes to bring your weight forward. Once your Body weight is on the shelf of your bent arms. Try and lift one foot, maybe try lift the other. Before you know it, you're going to be flying in crow. 5 breaths to play. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Lift your hips, fold forward, turn your toes to face the front. Inhale, lift halfway, hold here. Wiggle toe your feet wider into your prasarita or down dog for today. Pressure through the outer blades of the feet. Inhale, lift halfway to your right, low lunge. Exhale, put your left knee down. Keep the toes tucked. Arms rise up. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, vertical right, open up to the side. Left hand onside the right thigh. Stay or left foot bent. This time you want to grab the foot and pull the heel towards the bum. So avoid this action where your heart goes forward and your hips draw back. That is completely opposite to what we want to achieve in the posture. Whether you can grab your foot doesn't matter. You can just squeeze the heel. If you can grab it, lift your heart and push your hips forward. With that action, pull the heel to the bum more. You got 5. It's intense, ladies and gents. Turn up your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Gently put the left foot down. Inhale, crescent moon, reach up. Exhale, half split, maybe with a winged variation. Inhale, crescent moon, reach up. Exhale, hands down to the floor, low lunge, lift your back knee. Inhale, high crescent lunge, reach up. Exhale, airplane lunge, chest forward, arms back. Inhale, rocket lunge, arms extend. Exhale, full aeroplane, launch. So we've added on into the sequence. Launch with your heart, left foot off the floor, interlace the hands behind the back to open the heart. Breathe in. Exhale, Shiva's squat. Place your right hand on the floor. Keep your right foot on the floor. Open the left side of the body, half moon. Left side of the body rotates open. Active left hand, active left foot. Rotate the hip open, left hip on top of the right. And then engage the core. See if you can tease the right fingers off the floor. You got 5, 4, 3, 2. One more inhale. Exhale, Shiva's squat. Big step back. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, pyramid pose. Hold and breathe. You got 3 breaths. You can stay here or you can pulse between the low lunge and the pyramid. Right hamstring is going to be burning a lot. It's been overloaded. It's kind of the idea. 1 more breath cycle. Inhale, low lunge. To your left, prasarita. Exhale. Inhale, lift halfway. To the left, low lunge. Put your right knee down. Keep your right toes tucked. Arms rise up. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, vertical twist to your left. Right hand on the left thigh. Left hand reaches back. Stay or bend the right knee. Heel to the bum. This is good. Or take the grab. Heart lifted. Hips move forward. For 5. 4. Remember, you can always take an open mouth exhalation. 3 more. 2. Final one. With control, right foot down. Square off. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, half splits, maybe flying variation. Inhale, crescent moon. Hips lunge forward, arms reach up. Right foot is tucked. Exhale, low lunge. Lift the back knee high up on the right toes. Inhale, high crescent lunge, rise to sky. Left foot is forward. Exhale, airplane lunge. Inhale, rocket lunge, extend. Get ready to fly. Exhale, launch, full aeroplane. Push off your back foot, sweep your arms back like wings, interlace the hands behind the back. Just a moment or two here. Active right foot, heart lifted. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. Right knee behind the left. Keep the right hand on the floor. Left hand on the floor. Make sure the left toes point forward. Rotate open. Inhale, half moon. Right hip turns on top of the left. Right arm reaches up to open the chest. As you become active and lifted, start to rise higher. Take the weight out of your left hand. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2. One more inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, low lunge. Step back. Exhale, pyramid pose. 3 breaths here. Stay, order the pulses. Yogi's choice. 2 more. 1 more. Stay, breathe in. Exhale, low lunge. Lift the heart, breathe in. Prasarita, exhale, turn to your right. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift halfway to your right. Warrior 2 legs. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach up and back, get ready to fly. Half moon. So try and launch. Reach as far forward as you can. Step the back toes in. Launch with activated left leg. Right hand to floor, or maybe it stays just off the floor. Transitional posture, just 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Shiva's squat into your full dragon pose. Put your left toes down. Left elbow outside the left thigh. Hands in prayer. Now you can stay here, or options, go into a standing split, or if you like, scissor side crow. Left elbow stays connected to the thigh, left hand down, right hand down. Hands are hip width apart. Notice my right elbow is not connected to a hip right now. Lift hips higher now, hips towards both elbows. And then push on your toes to bring your weight over onto the shelf of the arms till you feel your torso pulls your legs up. Stay here, or feet active for an extended leg variation. Everybody has 7 breaths to play. 5, 4, 3, good on it. 2, lift the hips higher, bring the weight forward. Push on your toes to bring the weight forward. If you're in variation, make your way back. Sit down, seated twist. Legs remain in the same shape. Sit your bum down. Swim your right arm behind you. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, twist and tuck, or just pull the knee, grab the knee, and pull it to your chest. Heart lifted. Both butt cheeks on the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. Look forward, release your twist. Hands rise up. Lean back slightly for some momentum. Exhale, put your right foot down, put your hands down. Push down through your left shin to lift your hips slightly. From here, standing split. Option to go into a few handstand hops if you want. So if you want to build your strength, handstands are scary, right? Get your hands flat, press into your hands, bring the weight into your hands. Make your top foot active, and then practice on not a swing of the leg, reach up, but then just a push off your bottom foot. That's going to give you the control transition and the activation of what will be a controlled entry point. You got another 3, 2, 1. Exhale, big step back. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, Prasarita. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, low lunge. Left foot is forward. Right foot flat, warrior 2 feet. Rise. Inhale, reverse warrior. Flowing wild with your breath. Exhale, half moon. Take the weight forward, maybe a little momentum. Step the back foot in. Launch. The left hand has to go down. That's fine. If it's lifted, even better. 2 more breaths. 1 more inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat into full dragon pose. Right knee behind the left. This time put the right toes down, hands in prayer. Right elbow on the left thigh. Stay, standing split, or scissor side crows here too. I'm going to break it down again. Right elbow stays connected. I put my right hand down. Left hand flat, left elbow is not connected. Now I lift my hips and I bend my elbows. Both elbows connected to the thigh. Lift my hips higher. I push on my toes and I bring my weight forward until the weight is balancing on the shelf. Feet will lift from the counterbalance. And if you like, activate your feet to lift, to extend the legs. Everybody has about 5 left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Variations, make your way back. Sit down, seated twist. Both butt cheeks on the floor. Your left leg is over, your right leg is under. Inhale, left arm swims behind you. Stay for the X. Press into the hand. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, twist and tuck, or grab knee, pull to chest. Heart lifted. Keep the chin centered to chest. Twist with your heart instead of your head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look forward, release your twist, and that little kind of awkward transition, right? So what I spoke of exploration, being curious in your own practice, give that a go here. Do it as slow and controlled as you can. Inhale, lean back slightly. Exhale, plant the foot, push into your right shin, place your hands down, standing split. And hands flat on the mat already gives you the setup for your handstand hops if you wanted. 5 breaths, stay in standing split, or a few handstand hops. Bring the weight forward, right toes up to the sky, and the action is pushing off your bottom foot rather than using momentum to sweep you up. 5 more. 3, 2, 1 more. Exhale, big step back. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, Prasarita. Inhale, lift halfway. Walk your feet into just wider than hip width. Got a squat, sit down. Take a moment here. Use this as a check-in opportunity. Close the eyes. Notice how differently the hips perhaps are allowing you to move. Certainly sensations around there. Let the challenge of the posture remind you to return to your breath cycle. 2 more breaths, eyes are closed, heart lifted. Lift the hips slightly and eyes gently open. This will not be the most gracious transition in your life, but that's okay. As you can, sit down on your bum, legs out in front of you. Bring the soles of the feet together for Baddha Konasana. Press the entire soles of your feet together, but flex your toes. So it's like the heels, or the palms but fingers open. Entire sole of foot, but toes wing away. Hands grab the ankles to help push the feet together. Keep the toes active. Inhale, lift up, squeeze your elbows in. So almost like inversion arms. Exhale to fold. Elbows go into your groins or inner thighs. Collarbones stay open, shoulder blades together. Lengthen through your heart and spine. Think of taking your collarbones past your big toes. Breathe. 5 more. Inhale gives length to spine. Exhale gives extension of heart forwards and downwards. Keep both your butt cheeks, your tailbone on the floor. Two more. Final breath. Good. Rise. Inhale, torso rises up. Exhale, extend the legs out in front of you. Roll down on your back for one set of bridge. So we have not done that much heart opening, so I would recommend not going into wheel. However, you know your practice best. If you feel that wheel is an option for you right now, then go for it. Feet into the earth, hip width apart. Toes point straight forward. So they want to go out to the side. Make sure they face forward. Flatten the feet, and then pull your belly down as if you want to push your lower back into the mat. Hands stay on the mat. Lift the hips up. Good. And you get to a plateau that you want to get through. And you do that by reaching your knees forward and taking your hips higher same time. Even though my legs are apart, there's a motion of squeezing together. They don't move together, but they energetically activate towards one another. Option to interlace the hands behind the back if you like. Make sure your feet are flat. Ground down into your feet. You've got 5. 4. 3. 2. 1 more, lift up. Inhale. Exhale, slowly release down top of spine, middle spine, lower spine down last. Legs up the wall pose, take your legs to the sky, or waterfall pose I've heard it being called. Give the legs a little bit of a shake. Free movement here, do what you need to. And now, same thing with the feet. The soles of your feet press away, but the toes curl back. So we call this flointing. It's a forest yoga principle. So we have regular movement, flex the feet, point the feet. Then we have floint, where we point and we flex at the same time. Floint the feet. And then happy baby. Draw the knees outside your rib cage. So let the hands be away first. Use the knees, draw it in. Then outer blades of the feet. Elbows inside the shins. Hands outer blades of the feet. Press up through your heels. Pull down through your arms. And then lastly, bring your core into it. Pull your belly down to try and flatten your whole spine. Maybe close the eyes, maybe a bit of movement side to side. Whatever you need. Got 3 breaths. Good. Release the hands. Draw the knees together in your chest. Wrap the arms around the shins. Eyes are closed now. Lift the forehead to the knees. Give yourself a big squeeze, a big loving hug. A knuffel, as they say here in the Netherlands. 1 more inhale, squeeze. Exhale, Shavasana, release. Spread out wide. Plant your limbs to the earth. Legs open wide. Feet flop out to the sides. Arms away from the torso, palms face up. Make the back of your neck long through a tuck of your chin. Eyes are closed. Jaw is relaxed. And give yourself the gift of letting go, of complete surrender to this moment, to the now, and to all it holds. And that complete surrender to the now is the most apt description of what we try and of where we try to get to in our Shavasana. We realize we can't stop the thoughts, we cannot stop the sensations of body, our emotions, our energetic state, but we can accept it for what it is in the moment. And through that acceptance and the observation of what there is, we get deeper insight into the workings of self. We calibrate. We check in and we start to notice the habits, the patterns that lie within us. So I invite you to stay here, stay for a good few minutes longer, and just take in, accept what you find. Don't try and connect to any particular thought or sensation. Don't try and maintain any particular thought, sensation, or state. Be open to what there is. Let the natural flow occur. Thank you very much for joining me here for this Free to Flow Wild session. I do hope to see you again. If you have any feedback, then please do get in touch with us via the Balance email on the website. Any feedback is always welcome. Any additions that you might want to see, even if it's just, that was great, or hey, maybe do a bit more of this. We always like to get to the best option for you and what you need. You can also find me on Instagram at Andre the Yogi. Hope to see you again soon. Stay well. Be grateful.